Aloha! My name is Cali. I'm the coordinator of the Kauai Forest Bird Recovery Project. We're a project that seeks to understand and conserve and foster appreciation of our native forest birds here on Kauai. We are a collaboration of the University of Hawaii, the Division of Forestry and Wildlife, and the Garden Island Resource Conservation and Development Organization. What I'd like to read to you today is a book that we wrote in hopes of, as I said, increasing the appreciation and awareness of our birds here on Kauai. We were approached by a volunteer, maybe 3 years ago, who had an idea for a book. And she came into our organization and we chatted a lot about the birds, and she came up with the poetry that I'm going to read to you today. And we had an intern also working with us at the time who was able to put together some really lovely illustrations that I'll show you as I read along. So I feel a little bit like an imposter because I'm not reading a book that's mine. I'm the publisher, actually, of this book. The book was, in fact, written by Kaila, Ritchie, and illustrated by Kaila. So the book is Who Am I? And even though it's a book, we're calling it a game because as we go through it, we want you to guess who the birds are throughout the story. So it's a Kauai forest bird guessing game. And forest birds are these little birds that we find up in the mountains of Kauai in Kokee and the Alakai that flit among the trees. They're brightly colored, yellow and red. Some of them are gray, and we'll introduce them to you today. So here we go. Who Am I? A Kauai forest bird guessing game, written by Kaila, Ritchie, and illustrated by Kaila. And we are dedicating this book to you, the children and the birds who will protect the birds for the future. A short history of Kauai's forest birds. Native birds in Kauai long ago flew in paradise high and low. When 1,000 years ago humans came, they brought alien species too numerous to name. Invasive plants, insects, diseases, and animals changed the islands forever, starting out our troubles. Cut down were forests which made the birds home, native habitat destroyed where birds like to roam. Since then, a dozen forest birds have gone extinct. The remaining species are small but distinct. Endangered are the akekee, puaiohi, and akikiki. To be recovered in the wild are hopes for all three. Please help the forest birds of Kauai. This book explains the reasons why. And here we have a picture of forest bird habitat up there in the Alakai. So before we get started, I want to give you some clues that will help you guess the birds throughout the book. Let me introduce you to our cast of characters. Up here we have the three endangered Kauai forest birds, Puaiohi, Akekee, and Akikiki. So everyone needs to pay attention so they can remember these birds throughout the book. And down here we have 5 Kauai forest birds that are not endangered, but nonetheless are in peril. They are declining in numbers. So we have the famous Iiwi, and down here the other little red bird is the Apapane. Those two are found throughout the Hawaiian Islands. And then we have the Amakihi, the Elapaio, and the Anianiao, and those three, like the endangered birds, are found only on Kauai. So here's our first puzzle. Ready? My wings were, and I love to sing. Red and black feathers decorate my wing. I drink nectar of the flowers of the ohia tree. Though common, I fly fast and am hard to see. Who am I? Any guesses? Let's see. I am an apapane. And if you need to, as you read through the book, you can always flip back to the first page to get clues. A busy and active bird am I, eating in the ohia tree so high. I've a yellow body and a black mask. Eating small bugs and leaves is my task. Who am I? You can see the little bird peeking out through the branches with its black mask. Who is it? I am an akekee. This is one of our endangered birds. I fly like an acrobat in the air, catching insects, sometimes rare. I am brave, curious, and will hop close to you with my tail cocked up. You see him in there? Who am I? The little tail cocked up. Who am I? You can take a peek at the first page. Is there a bird that looks like that? What about this one? Sure enough, I am an elepaio. Next one. I am gray and white and very rare, often found as a mated pair. Searching out bugs along tree trunks I creep, found only on Kauai, my song's short and sweet. Who am I? This one's a little harder to spot. Creeping up the trunk here. Who do we think this one is? You want to guess? I am an akikiki, another one of our endangered birds. The smallest of all honey creepers am I, weighing less than 4 pennies, I fly very high. On nectar of plants I take my fill. I'm a greenish yellow with a short pink bill. Who am I? You see him hiding in the flowers there? This one is, I am an ani ow. This one's my personal favorite because he's just like a little lemon drop. My feathers are a stunning red and black color. I feed on the blossoms of the fragrant lobelia. Feeding in the lobelia there. My head sports a huge down-curved orange beak. I find nectar to drink on the mountain peak. Who am I? Any clues? I am an eevee. See that huge down-curved beak that helps them get in the flowers? I am greenish yellow, bright as a lime. Strong claws grasp the ohia tree I climb. My song's a gem. 2 rising notes I toot. I feed on insects, nectar, and fruit. Who am I? I am an amakihi.